Echoes. Welcome to Altered Echo Archives. Once Upon a Reflection, a Cypher system-based roleplay game. I'm Evie, the Disaster GM. Pronouns are she, they, or any. Let's go ahead and go around introducing ourselves, starting with Joel. You look the least prepared. Go ahead.
Hello, it is I, Joel. I will be playing Senior Fluffington today, who is a rugged canine who is one with peace. Yes, yes he is.
Mm-hmm.
I am both incredibly excited to be here and incredibly unprepared.
That sounds like Senor Fluffington, so it's accurate. It's very valid.
It's true.
Let's go with eeny, meeny, miny, Amanda.
Hello everyone, I'm Amanda, I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Rosa and Thorn, both use she, her pronouns as well, who is a wild, resilient princess who befriends woodland animals and uses them as her swarm. Been told I'm also the holder of the brain cell, which is a lot of pressure for her, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Someone needs to have the brain cell. It's not me.
It might be just yet another party without a brain cell, because that happens sometimes. But last but certainly not least, one of our artists and our third player, Alina.
Hey everybody, I am Alina, they, them. I will be playing Vrak, our idiot. They are also they, them. And they are a charming trickster who wears a crown of ice.
Ooh, fancy. All right, well... You might see that we have shifted our donations and fundraising campaign to medical aid for Palestinians. MAP works with, if I can not drop everything, MAP works with trusted and experienced local partners in the West Bank, Gaza, East Jerusalem, and Lebanon. There we go. Check out their full site from the link in chat or description, or use the QR code to donate. Altered Echo Archives and its affiliates gain no monetary portion of donations or proceeds. Let's see. Link into chat. Brian is not hitting too hard today. There we go.
It's hitting me.
We're good.
Yeah. But... apparently I'm choking, though. I'm fine. Don't worry,
Cool.
I'm fine.
Cool.
I've got...
Have you tried doing better?
have you tried not antagonizing the GM just before session?
No, I have not. I'll start now.
Good. Good.
But completely joking. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's roll into focusing on today's session. As a content warning, we at the Archives would like to remind the audience that this is an adult content rated game, with depictions of violence and gore, mentions of loss or trauma, and or similar content. We do our best not to cross each other's lines, but for those watching, you have been warned. Last time, in the oh-so-wonderful combat session, essentially, the trio fought off / did some sort of fighting and wandering and panicking with a hag that was unimpressed with Vrak's insistence upon being cursed again. And at one point, I believe that Senor Fluffington, after having stolen the hag's staff and getting trapped in an endless corridor, bit down a little too hard on both the wand and the staff that was in their mouth, and proceeded to accidentally break the wand and turn for at least one round into a fucking daisy.
I just forgot about that.
Yeah, but it was a somewhat intense combat between the characters and the hag. Thorn very effectively summoned a swarm to quite literally just annoy the shit out of the hag, enough to where she did eventually leave, but not before acquiring the hair of all three characters. Leaving behind, however, her staff, who The dog is consistently going, "This is my stick, mine."
That's me. Hello.
Yes. The group, very fortunately, did not actually get get thrown into impaired or debilitated. They did very, very well. I'm very proud of them. But after attempting to kind of catch their breath and discuss a little bit, one of them, Vrak, did notice this strange, ominous feeling, this bad vibe, essentially, that struck them so strongly that they decided to run after it in the woods. And ever since, though they have taken maybe a 10-minute recovery, which I believe you guys already rolled for at the end of last session, I remember at least Joel rolling for the recovery roll.
I'll take one.
I
Okay.
was in the fight. I took a recovery roll.
Okay.
All right, I'll take one if I can.
Yeah.
But I will take the 10 minutes.
Yeah, you had about 5-10 minutes between the end of the fight and the bad vibe to have attempted to recover slightly.
Cool.
You okay there?
Yeah, just mathing.
Okay.
I was trying to add weird numbers to weird numbers. Don't mind me. I got there.
Okay.
We're good.
But as they are running through the woods in the middle of the fairy tale setting, it just consistently keeps changing directions. So Vrak will be leading them in one direction and then veering off into another. And we ended with, as you guys are trying to narrow down whatever this feeling is and getting closer, and it is hitting the other two a little bit more, me warning Senor Fluffington that this is familiar in some fashion. You're not sure what it is, and you know that you've got to be careful because you don't want to lose them again. And you guys are running through the woods, and go.
Well, where are we going?
I don't know. I just, like I said, I got this feeling that we gotta be there, like,
Where
or
is
something.
there?
I don't know. Point towards where the feeling is.
You don't feel that too?
But yeah, it's just it doesn't feel good. I don't usually go to where it feels bad.
Fair.
It's probably smart. It really feels like we should be there. I don't know. This is that bullshit, isn't it? That, like, chosen one bullshit.
Yeah, Guardian of the Fantasy Realms and all that. I'm sure it's something to do with that.
And I'm sure no gateway will open up back to home until we fucking deal with this, right?
Most likely.
And you suddenly feel it in an entirely different
Alas.
direction and, like, take a sharp left, skidding through the woods in that direction instead.
Are we, like, going in circles? Can I tell where we're going? Why, like, if we're
Do
going...
a kind of tracking and survival type check if you would
Oh,
like.
so, okay. I am trained in magic?
That's not
Does
tracking.
Does this apply?
No.
Okay.
Also,
what
at this
about
point,
running?
ooh,
So that means that you are good at running.
Which I am doing.
Yes.
It's okay. It was a 6.
You are not sure. You know that you've changed directions a couple of times with a 6. You might even be a little bit lost, but it's hard to tell if it's just pulling you in circles.
Okay. I will then continue running.
you all pass Vrak as the feeling changes to the left, and Vrak will, like, stumble to a halt and lean against a tree for a second and just breathe heavily. Just, like, wave you on by.
I keep going. I just run past.
Mm-hmm. So, about how long are you guys intending to attempt to chase the bad vibe?
About 15 rolls on my dice. Worth. Or until told to stop.
Okay. Thorn, do you have like a end condition other than the bad vibe goes away or you find something?
I don't. No, I don't think I do.
Okay. No, it's not a compelled run, so I'm just seeing if there is a particular motivation or thing that you guys are looking for beyond you are chasing down the bad vibe.
I don't want to chase down the bad vibe, but the others are, so I'm going.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
happy to let
I'm a
everyone else
dog.
run for a minute. I'm gonna,
curious about it. I
Yeah.
would say that mine's more of a curiosity about what it is. This is most likely the first time that Thorn's experienced something this strong.
Yes.
yeah. It was strong enough that Vrak, who doesn't like any magic, was compelled to run after it.
Yeah,
But now
that was my
their
concern.
exhaustion.
Yeah.
They seem to be a chain smoker, and they've run for like a minute, so they're done. They're gonna need a minute.
Yeah, you do after several minutes, and including Vrak's attempted break, realize that it does seem to consistently change direction, and it's less of a there is something immediately nearby that is the bad vibe, and you're starting to get the sense that something in the world has happened that set off this feeling or sense in all of you.
If the other two are not stopping,
Mhm.
I'm going to keep running. But if they do stop, I'm going to start running circles around them.
Because that's
Yeah.
very chihuahua of you.
Now I'm just like, well, we're going. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Okay.
All right.
How far does Thorn go once Vrak waves her on?
I feel like I'm kind of following Fluffington at this point, so I'm letting him or letting them take it.
So you guys are essentially running in circles
After the
around
chihuahua.
trees.
Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah.
after a minute of doing this, I do want to like catch on and be like, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
I'm just gonna-
I feel like after once I'm leading, I am not leading us to the vibe because I don't have the attention span for it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like a butterfly goes by
I-
and you just stop
yeah.
and look at it.
Something caught my eye and I turned to the opposite direction, and then now I'm just kind of zigzagging through the woods aimlessly.
Well, in that case, make a perception check for me.
All of us? Or...
Ooh.
The one who's like getting distracted and like letting things catch their attention other than the
Fluffington.
vibe.
13.
13. Okay. You do see something out there moving.
Ooh, chasing it!
Okay. So
Just back running again.
yeah, so like where it was initially just kind of loping in one direction and then another, chasing after Senor Fluffington, Thorn, you especially having been a little bit more familiar with animal behavior, noticed that it went from kind of aimless direction shift to focused chasing after something.
Interesting.
Like a bird.
As
or
I'm
something?
running, I start going, hey, 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 and I just keep going like that.
Hey, hey, hey.
I don't know if I probably
You.
need a roll for this. And I'm like, it's whatever it is running from Senor Fluffington.
Make a perception check to see if you see it as well.
Nat 20.
You see it better than I do.
It is a humanoid figure
Oh no, it's the goblin.
far into the woods. Definitely not the goblin. Tall and lanky with like weird things coming off of its head that seem to be swaying as it pauses and twists and turns around various trees and branches. It
What
does
is-
seem to be pausing just long enough to make sure that Senor Fluffington continues to chase.
Oh man, I'm about to get cursed again.
So it is like
Do it.
behaving like with that nat 20, you can tell that it is taller and skinnier than the little goblin, and that it is behaving in a manner that it is attempting to tease and lead the dog that is chasing it.
Question. Are people still? Am I still under the forgetfulness curse?
them having lost sight of you, they don't seem to be affected by it, at least.
That's good.
Okay, I will continue chasing them.
Brack at this point has had enough of a breather to like, shuffle back into a jog, much less fast than they were running before, but just to try and keep Thorn in sight.
Mm-hmm.
I turned to Brack and I'm like, do you need help? Do you want me to carry you?
So, just, I'll keep up. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Hey, you, come here. Hey, you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you. Hey, you. Hey, you.
So
What
give
the fuck
me
are we chasing?
give me another perception check, Senor Fluffington.
8.
8. You are briefly distracted and lose sight of the figure that you are chasing, but what distracts you is that the iron boots around your feet are beginning to crumble off piece by piece as you run.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna just immediately pause, like one of those tumble stops,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm just start gnawing at my at the boot, trying to get it off my leg faster.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
You gave me permission to play a dog, all right?
Yeah,
It's
no,
your
I am not objecting. I am just amused. I am
You're a
just
dog in
amused.
booties.
Yeah. In iron booties.
That's the
that
thing.
you are chewing
That's
off.
how I imagine he's been running the entire time, like the little doggy walk with.
It's even better.
Perfect. But yeah, so like Thorn, you do see with that nat 20, I'm just going to continue with you not having to make rolls, essentially. You see the figure notice that Senor Fluffington has stopped chasing it, and it kind of turns around a particularly large tree, and you see those strange things that are coming off of its head. It's hard to tell at this distance what it is, kind of peek out from the other side as if it's watching and waiting for whatever following reaction.
I want to relay this to Brack and explain that it's like, okay, so we're not chasing after nothing. But I'm
What
not-
is it?
It's tall, and it has like coming out from its head.
Like a deer?
Maybe.
Or whatever fucked up deer pass for
I hope
whatever's in the
not.
woods here?
More like 4 things coming out of its head.
Hairs.
I would assume antlers, but I can't tell.
Yeah, they're definitely not branched like antlers.
Yeah.
Well, fucked if I'm gonna chase after a fucking deer in these dumbass woods. I'll like sit down on a rock. Feeling or no feeling, this is bullshit.
Thorn, go ahead and give me just an intellect roll to try and figure out what it is. It is going to be eased by 1 because even though at this distance you made a really, really good perception check. So instead of it being a 5, because of the distance, it's currently a 4.
It's a 15.
Ooh.
It is a humanoid in a jester outfit, and those are like the jester hat things.
This is getting like
I thought-
fucking creepy.
Jesters of
I-
the woods.
I feel like my elven ears just hear this like jingle, and I just go, ah. I think we're chasing a jester.
Like a fucking court jester?
Yeah, like with the bell hat and everything, and they go hoo hoo.
I hate everything about this.
Continue, please.
Hey, dingus! What do you want?
There is a little bit of a reaction, like the hat and portion of the head that you could see from around the tree trunk like disappear behind it very quickly. And then when there seems to be no one chasing after it, it peeks out again.
Hello, friends.
I don't know that random jesters in the forest are our friend, Thorn.
Holy shit.
I wouldn't
Like,
expect
jesters are creepy in the real world.
True, but they also have gestures privilege, and I think that's fun.
I think you're the only one in the group that actually knows what that is as a character.
Nope.
Oh, Brack, you're going to love it. So basically, what a jester, you know, how they entertain the king and all of this. Well, they're the only ones that are allowed to basically, in your words, shit talk to the king and can't hit trouble.
I thought it was like some magic spell or shit, but that's actually kind of cool.
Yes, I think
Right on, man.
a court jester
Go
would
Kings, right?
As you say that, from the distance, Thorn, you see it like take a grand bow and then just lean against the tree and then
Oh, yeah. And I gesture to everyone to move forward so we can. I want to meet the jester.
I'm still bottom my foot.
you're eventually going to chew the rest of the iron shoes off, yes. So you guys are going to attempt to approach?
I guess.
All right. Make another
No.
perception check, Vrac, or make a perception check, Vrac, with the natural 20. Thorn is able to just kind of keep an eye on where it is.
I want a nat one.
Why are you?
You want a
Why
nat
are, we,
one?
why are you doing that?
That one.
Nat 1. All right.
Nat one.
So
Brack
as
does not care to even look, apparently.
yeah, as like Thorn is trying to like gesture you forward, going, okay, let's go meet the jester, blah blah blah. The jester sees you guys starting to approach, like mimes like they're about to run, waves at you again, like full on like twinkly fingers waves, and then runs again.
I don't see any of it.
Nope.
I'm like looking in the wrong direction.
You do hear music though.
No, I am too melanated for this.
Hi. Like, oh, fuck no.
Fuck this shit, man.
Happy Latin Heritage Month, by the way.
Yeah, my brain my brain just went immediately to fucking Latinos against spooky shit. Just like
Also, spooky.
Yeah.
I love that channel.
There is
Like,
no
immediately,
Vix anywhere to be
no.
found.
The spookies.
Yeah.
No.
that is one of the
Yeah.
rarest of ciphers. It's true.
Yeah, you just chewed off all of your chunklas and there's no Vix anywhere to be found.
My feet are sore, or my paws are. I don't have
Yeah.
feet.
But yeah, so you do hear music. It is merry and lively, sort of like people having an old Renaissance style party.
I'm like, oh, fuck this shit. And I will pull out my guitar and start, like, just some really intense rhythm to try and
Are
cover
you
it up.
trying to Scott Pilgrim versus the World duel the
Absolutely.
fucking carnival? That is amazing.
Well, I am trying to play loudly enough that we don't get charmed by whatever music is going on over there.
So good.
So I'm just shredding. Like, there's just some like really heavy riffs happening.
I want to roll to be charmed by Vrack's guitar.
Well, Vrac, unfortunately, is currently under the effect of a GM's intrusion and is the only
That's
one of the three of you that can actually even hear the festival going on.
Yeah, so you guys don't hear anything, and Frack just goes, "Oh, fuck this shit," and then takes out a guitar and starts just jamming. And you're like, "Ooh, that's unnecessary."
Yeah.
I don't know what this is accomplishing, but I quite enjoy it.
I'm gonna nod to the rhythm of Vrag's music.
You can't. Actually, no, it's good that you can't hear that shit.
Yeah. If you guys do not actually give chase when Thorn starts walking in that direction and it tries to run again, you do eventually lose sight of it, Thorn. And with the distraction of Vrak shredding on their guitar, all three of you will be surprised by the figure suddenly appearing from behind a tree, right behind you.
Can I roll to see if I actually perceive this? Because I am still working on my feet.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just gonna take my nat 1 and
Oh,
be
I did. 16.
concentrating on the music. My eyes are closed. I don't see a thing.
16.
16.
I'm allowing myself to be distracted by this, so
Yeah, so it's just basically like
so
you
I
lost
noticed.
sight of it, like
Yeah.
magically disappeared level, lost sight of it, and then suddenly it seems to be a masculine jester, steps out from behind a tree right behind you, and you hear, like almost in tune with the music that Vrak is playing, the jingle of the jester bells that are on his outfit. And he's just kind of standing right behind Vrak, going.
I am immediately gonna go
Starts
into
miming,
combat.
playing the music.
No, I don't like. Senor Fluffington does not like this. I am going to attack him.
You're gonna attack the jester. Okay.
I'm gonna pounce at the jester.
Okay. Uh, go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay, I don't got anything, so I'll just straight roll. I missed my dice tower. 2.
2.
Nice.
Like,
We're doing great.
Vrak, it looks like Senor Fluffington is about to jump you.
Like, whoa, shit.
Narrowly avoids jumping into you, and in the shuffle, you do see someone behind you that nimbly steps out of the way, and you hear bring, bring, bring as they do so.
Like, oh, motherfucker.
Like they were right behind you,
Yeah.
miming, playing the same way you were.
I will whip around and try to look at the jester that I haven't seen yet.
So he's maybe 5'10", very, very thin, wearing the like kind of multicolored jester's outfit with 4 like points to the hat that are each like ended with bells. The kind of half cape, shoulder cape thing that he wears also has bells at the shoulder. And as he like nimbly dances out of the way of Senor Fluffington jumping at him, he kind of looks very sadly and fearfully at Senor Fluffington and tries to edge closer to you, Vrak.
I like take a half a step away and I'm like, oh no, absolutely not, buddy. Take the fuck off. Get out of here. I don't want whatever you're selling. Yeah. Just absolutely fuck off or we'll sick the dog on you.
Yeah. The dog. That's me.
He can kick your ass.
He seems to be miming for you to continue playing.
You like my music? You're a fan?
Okay.
All right. I'll
Jingles his hat
I'm
for
not
you.
gonna say no if somebody wants me to play. So I can
Yeah, he jingles
carry
his
on.
hat for you.
That's such a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off! I hate you.
Oh,
you like my
you like music? Okay.
Oh.
Pretty cool, yeah, actually. Yeah, carry on. I'm doing a little private concert for this guy. That's fine.
So he like kind of tries to like do what you assume might be some sort of court dance to it. You're not really sure. And it is very obviously not going to work to the beat and music style that you do. And he looks happy about that before he nods like very, very happily, and then looks at the other two of you and like sees if you will attempt to dance to it as well. Like he's like not speaking, he's just like gesturing and attempting to pantomime at you.
Does he smell? Can I smell this jester?
Go ahead and
gesturing
make
jester?
a perception check. It is eased by 1 because you have that ease from scent and sound, I believe.
Ooh, right.
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's only in your
no.
wolf form. All right, so yeah, go ahead and make your check.
Now you're just a guy. You're just a guy that's a dog.
I'm gonna use my last Cypher
Mm-hmm.
because I rolled a 6.
That bad,
Okay.
huh?
12.
12. He smells faintly of leather and metal, and you don't quite know what it is, but future you would probably associate it with velvet, like the strange scent that velvet has, and very, very old, stale food.
So he doesn't smell like someone that would be this deep in the forest.
No.
I am gonna start yapping at him. Hey, you! Leave! Leave now! Go! Go away! We don't want you here. Go away now! Leave! For those of you who are here, you'll know that's what I'm barking.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And like he'll back away several steps. Yeah, he'll back away from you several steps, very easily
away.
intimidated, and like is gesturing like imploringly towards Vrak and like pouting and like gesturing at the music and then making.
No, no! I will bite you. Go away.
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably enough music for one day, huh? We got shit to do. I gotta fuck off out of here anyway. See ya, bud.
Hey, Evie.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not leaving, right?
He's trying desperately to get you guys to either continue playing or to follow wherever he is running in a chase.
Can I try? I don't know if this falls within it, but I would like to maybe bind his limbs
How?
with edge magic.
You cannot attack someone with hedge
I don't
magic,
plan on hurting him.
but that is considered an attack style action because
restrain.
that
Yeah.
restraining is something that you would do in combat or in allowed actions. So unfortunately, you cannot.
Well, in that case, I will pounce at him again, with my body instead of my magic.
Okay.
Are
So
you still going? Rah, 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 rah?
go ahead and make another
Yeah.
attack.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Amazing.
He dances out of the way, and you keep trying to jump after him, like in a couple of those, like, if anyone has ever been attacked by a chihuahua, you like move your foot out of the way and it does it again and it does it again.
Yeah, I am specifically like my teeth are going for the toes because I don't.
Gross.
I'm not used to being able to reach anything higher than that.
Gross. But yeah, so he like dances back
Not like
out of
that.
the way each time, and like looks
small.
fearful each time, and you jump past a nearby tree and down a shallow rocky face of a hill.
Ow.
Because we just hear ruff, 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 ruff. Yay! Yay!
Yeah.
Hey you! Hey you! Hey you! Ow! Ow! Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh! Ah!
But
Oh, fuck.
this time you also hear the festival happening, especially where you land at the bottom of the hill.
How does it sound?
It sounds like a lot of people having a lot of fun because it is like a town-wide festival. There is music, there is food, there are people and celebrations happening.
Is this magic? Would I be able to, or is it?
We're in
well,
Fairyland.
let me rephrase that. Am I magically compelled to enjoy these sounds, or am I able to be my usual Chihuahua self and be nervous about large crowds?
You can be
This
nervous
is more
about
for
large
me.
crowds.
Okay, so it's just there is now a new sound of a bunch of people gathered
Yeah.
in the distance somewhere. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I meant. That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
know.
Not too far away, maybe like a 5 to 10 minute walk down a field from the trees that you had exited, is an entire town having a party, essentially. And you can hear it from where you are.
I edge closer
Okay. Uh,
on all
Senor
fours.
Fluffington has like chihuahua'd the jester back and then fallen down a hill. What are the other two of you doing?
Whoa, shit, little guy, and I'll go over and look down.
Yeah, I'm heading towards the edge
Yeah.
where they fell.
Yeah, so getting to there, you see the jester having like at the Chihuahua man rolling down
I will,
the
I
hill.
will kill this motherfucker.
And, like,
I
just
hate everything.
full on like miming surprise, oh no type of look on his face, like super exaggerated jester style. And then as you approach to look down, he steps behind a tree and disappears. Go ahead and give me
Of course he does.
one more perception check from the two of you. Senor Fluffington, you are not close enough.
I didn't roll a 1.
What'd you roll?
2.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing I rolled an 18.
Good.
18.
Thank fuck, one of us is rolling good tonight.
There was something odd about his look as you like got closer, and it was just for that split second before he seemed to disappear behind the tree that he was standing next to. Thorn, that like looked like he was injured. You weren't sure if it was from Senor Fluffington though.
Brad,
And now
did you
he's
see
gone.
that?
Huh?
Oh, could have sworn that the jester was hurt.
I mean, I kind of don't give a shit about the jester, but like, you okay, Fluffington? Little buddy, you alright?
It's a short hill, like you can very easily hear them.
Even though
They
I'm
were so
hearing
drunk.
the party music?
Yeah.
And I'm on my way over there now?
If they
Oh.
shout loud enough, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fine. I keep going.
So he's walking away from you guys towards the town, and you guys can now, being at the edge of where the woods are, see this town like not even that far away in the distance, and like there is music, and it is an obvious like party. There is a festival party, something going on there, and Senor Fluffington is
Sideways
walking
at-
toward it.
Thorn, and I'm like, is that a village supposed to be there?
I honestly can't say. I haven't been here before, but it's not unusual to see them. Villages, that is.
Yeah, if there's a village there, generally you'll see it. I don't know. Over under on it being like a.
I'm not from this area, so I can't say for sure.
Okay, so we can stay in the creepy woods with jesters popping out of trees, or possibly enchanted trap village. Everything here sucks, so that sounds like a party, though.
It does sound fun. You don't feel like magically compelled to go there, do you?
Fuck no.
It should be safe then. Maybe perhaps it's just a normal village having a normal party.
Yeah, is anything in here normal?
No, but we're just gonna roll with it.
Fine.
Look at it. That's one way to look at it. Yeah.
Well, let's just put it this way: it's not magic. I don't think it's magically influenced, if that makes sense.
Weirdly, kind of, yeah, actually. Yeah. Bluffington, you're cool, right? You can come back if you want.
They're shouting at you.
I pause and I turn around and I go, "What?"
You can come back here if you want, right?
But I don't want to.
Do you not want to, or does the town not want you to?
I don't. I've never spoken to a town before. But do you usually get talked to by towns and they tell you what to do?
Oh, fuck, yeah, all the time, man.
Oh, that's weird. That happened to me.
Yeah, just, listen, I guess.
Are you going to
Maybe.
just keep shouting at me from over there, or like, are you guys like what?
I don't fucking know. I haven't decided yet.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just. And I sit down. I guess I'll just wait here. Let me know.
Look at
Tail
Thornbeck. I guess
swishes in the
stop.
grass a little bit.
I don't know. He doesn't look compelled to me. What do you think?
I think it's worth investigating. At least it's not the creepy woods.
All right. Let's find a better way down, though. I'm not going down that ravine in these shoes.
Fair enough.
And it's just a hill slope that has some rocks on it.
I'm wearing platform rocker
You are.
heels.
You are. I acknowledge this. You are. Jeez.
Kick ass.
But yeah, so you could fairly easily find like a path down of some kind. It doesn't seem to be frequently traversed. There isn't like an actual path that leads from the woods to the town or from the town to the woods. It's not like an established hunting route or anything. So just finding the shallowest portion of the slope and then walking down carefully would be your best bet.
Go catch up with Senior Fluffington.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hey,
There's music and people.
I guess let's go check it out. It doesn't feel bad.
Okay, you need to carry me because I cannot handle the crowds.
But you're
No, they step on me all the time. It's not.
But
No.
you're big.
yeah,
You can just stand
Oh.
up.
No, I'm small.
Just stand up.
I stand up.
Like, there you go.
Oh yeah, right. I'm right because I'm yeah. Okay. Sorry, first time in a crowd like this. I'm used to just my kids just carrying me.
You do vividly remember the first time you came to the fairy tale land, the kid going, "You're a big dog now! You're a big dog now!" And you were just like, "I'm a big dog now!" But yeah,
Oh,
this is the first time that you've been in a party.
I am going to proudly walk into the party like a werewolf. Like I'm gonna just hulk over the children because I am still just 5 foot tall,
Yeah.
and I am not taller than most adults.
Yeah, and MLAS has a wonderful observation. Only 5 feet tall, is gonna get whacked in the head by everyone.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
there's gonna be a
Accurate.
couple of just turning with the tray directly into my face.
And you're like, whoa.
But yeah, as you
Not
get,
even just bonk because I don't.
Yeah, as you get close to the village, it is a like widespread village with like wide streets and everything. It is in full festival mode. There are streamers and flags hanging and people wandering about,
Twitter, YouTube.
enjoying themselves. You can smell
sorry, I couldn't
food
help
being
myself.
made. You can hear the like festival square in the center of town. There's like just consistent music and people, like the sound of people dancing and having fun. It is like full, like big festival, big party going on in town. And as you wander in, it's sort of like something from an old like 1950s, 1960s TV show. Like friendly people like waving you in and like offering you something to drink and eat as you come wandering in. It is
don't-
like everybody is happy to see anyone else there, and they are all having a blast.
Something horrible is going on here.
Yeah, I like wave away somebody like handing me a pie, and I'm like, we're not supposed to eat fairy food, right? And then there's just an ale in my hand.
Oh, not just that. People never receive me well in places that they haven't seen me before.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
I want to turn to someone. Excuse me, what are we celebrating?
The birth of the king's daughter! And then like they try and pile you with like a couple of streamers and like offer you both a flagon of ale and a random berry pie. What a celebration to have! The birth of the king's daughter! And then they start dancing away. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Which king?
Go ahead and make a perception check as they like dance away, extremely happy with everything going on.
All of us?
12.
Oh, all of us? Okay.
15.
15?
Uh-huh. 10.
10.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
like-
all beat 10.
Yeah, like you can see
I
that
rolled
there
so
are
bad today.
yeah, that you can see that like the streamers and everything that are everywhere do seem to have some sort of royal crest on it. No idea what it is.
I don't... where I'm from, there's no king. This is weird.
Where I'm from, there's a king, but you don't want to meet him. But this is not where I'm from.
Nor have
Drac will
I'm
just
from here.
Mm-hmm.
shrug and drink some ale.
Hey Maggie. Maggie's in the audience. But yeah,
Amazing.
So you go ahead and just drink some ale and wander around, or are you trying to kind of stay clumped together?
I
What you
drink some
doing?
ale and then I'll like. I don't feel compelled
I
or cursed or, any more cursed than normal, which kind of sucks, actually. I could be more cursed. That'd be great.
will spend the next hour staring at Vrak to make sure that there's no changes.
Okay.
More ale. Like, should I have bad, actually?
Should we just find a booth and sit down?
All right.
So you're
Looking
gonna find
inconspicuous.
Jesters say hoo hoo.
That is...
Can you see that, Jester? Anywhere?
That's going into the...
You do
into
see
the
some
clips for sure.
performers, like you see a couple like that are in jester type garb or performer type garb, but not that specific one. Like there's some juggling around one corner. You see a poise spinner and fire breather that are performing together. It's like full on, like everything that you wish could be at like a Ren fair, everything that you expect to see at like a full blown like Renaissance, pre-Renaissance medieval like fair festival.
White people everywhere.
And it's not just humans and humanoids. It's like
Of course.
everything because it's fairy tale land. But yeah, you can fairly easily find somewhere to sit and have your ale if you want to just find somewhere to sit.
Yeah. Might as well. They haven't seemed to react to us three weirdos coming walking out of the woods, so that's a little weird. Just get a sense of the vibe here.
Yeah.
Also, how good is their musician?
It's actually an entire troupe. You're not super close to the center square because that seems to be where most of the activity is happening. But they do seem to be consistently playing. Like, either there are enough of them to where they are able to rotate people in and out without taking breaks, or like it's just they're working these poor musicians to the bone. It's lively. It's not like world class, but it's lively and they're doing a decent job.
If we do end up in a booth, I will crawl underneath it.
Good.
Okay. That's
I'm sure
a
there's like
choice.
a little
Yeah.
bench.
Yeah, there's definitely tables and benches everywhere for people to use.
Yeah, but Vrak, you don't feel different, do you?
No,
Unfortunately,
I
not.
mean,
You feel like the same ice elf that you were when you first crossed over.
like, nah. I mean, this seems to be kind of weak ale, if I'm honest. Like, it's kind of shitty beer, but whatever. I don't feel like cursed or anything.
Hmm. Okay. Maybe people here are just friendly.
Yeah,
It's a little weird.
there's food booths and ale booths. There's booths that you can buy things at. There's like festival games that you can play. It's just people having fun.
Listen, if the king shows up or anything, we're getting the fuck out of here, right?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Not
Yes.
super up on the like monarchy bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little that's a little knowing that I'm like, well, I don't know if I would know yet. My character knows that I'm a princess, but I just like, yeah, monarchies are weird.
I don't
Valid.
know why we're talking about monkeys, but I'm sure we can avoid the king if he comes.
There is a jester with a performing monkey a little bit further down the street.
Ooh, I immediately, as soon as I notice, I'm gonna go over there, talk to them.
You're like hiding under the table, and then there's a monkey, and you're just gone.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Sounds right.
You
So
just see
yeah,
a little creature and you're like, ooh.
so the jester and the performing monkey are like doing a little bit of acrobatic tricks, and occasionally the monkey and the jester are doing some sort of weird paired dance to the tune of the music going on in the square that's like a couple streets away.
Hello, monkey. What's your name? I'm sorry. Is that the only language you speak? I don't. I never faced this problem before. I liked it better when I could talk to other animals.
And then it
If I could,
screams
I
at
could.
you and does a really weird pirouette.
Okay.
Creepier than the jester.
So monkey, if you agree, so it's yes. Squeeze twice. If no, once.
Did you ask it a
Okay.
question for it to agree to?
Just okay at the end. I'm not the smartest interrogator.
I love that there's a whole ass man there that you can talk to, and you're yelling at the monkey.
And the gesture's
was
just
more-
kind of letting you talk
That
to
was
the
more-
monkey and occasionally holding out a hand for it to like use to flip.
That's more than I expected. I actually just realized I don't know how to count. This is do you like it here? 1, 4, 6, 3. I don't know how many those was it. This is not working. Girl, you speak whatever I am talking. Yes.
Whatever you are talking, yes.
I hate you already. What's going on?
What is going on?
Oh no, I don't like you at all.
I don't like you at all either. And then he like dances around with the monkey.
You know what? Fair enough. I return to the others. Just get off the table again. Interrogation failed. The monkey did not speak whatever we're speaking, and the other person, well, the person, they were just repeating what I was saying, but in a more like offensive way. Hurt my feelings a little bit.
No.
But
Yeah,
I
there
don't
is
think
a
you're gonna get
couple.
much sense out of a jester in this place. Yeah.
Oh, see
I-
you.
Oh, it's a good pop.
Oh,
That's such a good pop.
I have a question for the GM. So, does do the jesters dress different than the jester we found in the forest?
Yeah, a little bit. They're not quite as fancy looking.
They're not identical jesters.
Yeah. Well, they like
Terrifying.
they'll have like the soft little jester tails, I guess you call them, to the hat that are more on like a hood and not quite as elaborate of an outfit. So they're not quite as fancy.
Interesting.
Do I smell anything weird?
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna get this fucking spider ball out of my. I was almost a 20 and I rolled to a 7. It was gonna stop at 20, but then it knocked into the fucking spider ball. I put it in there as a dice guardian, but it just dice killing
The
me.
opposite.
Because you're playing a dog, not a spider.
Yeah, well, okay.
There's your problem. Be more of a spider, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so what was your total? 7? You smell the festival. Like there's food, there's drink, there's people.
I thought you were gonna stop at P.
There's
There's ski.
there's people.
mean-
It's kind of just a party. I mean, it doesn't smell like the parties do back home for you, but nothing here smells like back home for you.
I don't like this.
I am just kind of letting my eyes like wander over the crowd as I'm looking for anything particularly weird. And I might find the most interesting person who's nearby and just be like, hey, come here.
Okay. Roll me a social interaction roll.
Cool, I'm very good at these. I am in fact trained. That's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Woo!
So yeah,
To make up for the nat 1 earlier.
so the person that was carrying what seems to be a basket of some kind, you're not sure what is in it, but they kind of like hike it up on their hip a little bit and come over and they're smiling again, just like that first guy that told Thorn that they're celebrating the birth of the king's daughter. Like big, manic, like happy level grin. Hello, newcomers to town. Are you here to celebrate?
Yeah, sure. It's a hell of a party you guys are throwing.
Yeah, like pulls out a couple of flowers and like from the basket and like just tosses them at you.
What can I call you?
You can call me Jennifer.
Jennifer? Cool.
Jennifer.
Cool. That's not a weird name at all. All right, cool. Yeah, that's great.
It's the first thing that came to mind, honestly.
Awesome.
You put me on the spot, so
No, it's
it's the first
perfect.
thing that came to mind. You can call me
perfect.
random pause something Jennifer.
Jennifer. What's this town called? Like, I ain't been here before, but it's a hell of a party you guys are throwing. I gotta remember it.
Briar Creek?
Cool. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Who's your king around these parts?
The king is in the castle.
Where's the castle?
Over there. And like points in like an approximate direction.
That's not visible, though, I'm guessing.
No.
Yeah.
Did
Rad,
you say
rad,
who
like-
or where's your king? Because I heard where.
I said, yeah. Oh, who's your king?
Oh, who's your king? King Philip.
Good old King Phil, I guess.
Philip.
Rad.
Because have we heard that name before? Would we know? who
Not that you
King
like.
Philip is?
Senior Fluffington especially probably would not know.
Okay.
But
What about
when you call
Thorn?
him Phil, she would correct you. No, King Philip Orellington.
Of who?
Orellington. Orellington.
I'm guessing that's not a name any of us have ever heard before.
Go ahead and
I
roll.
haven't.
Yeah, no, like as a dog, you are probably not going to be familiar
Nope.
with it.
19.
That's a 3. Ooh.
19. Very good. 19 is a minor effect. It does sound very familiar. Not as a kingdom that your aunts have told you about, though. Something about something weird happening to his kingdom. You're not sure what, though.
Well, seems like they're over the bad times. That's good.
Of course. The princess has been born.
Woo. Yeah, no, cool party y'all throwing here. Do we owe you anything for like beers and stuff?
No, it's all on the royal family.
Rad, get me another drink.
I will send one of the barkeeps over.
Great.
And then she, like, throws a couple more flowers over you guys and just full on prances away, still very, very excited. Huge smile.
Awesome. Can I use the major effect for my nat 20 to just be exceptionally charming and get all the townsfolk talking? Try to wheedle some secrets out of them.
When did you roll a nat 20?
Oh, when I went to charm Jennifer
Oh, okay, yes.
for my social interaction.
Okay, yeah, so you are just, everyone is willing to talk to you. They are all having
Life
an
of the
absolute
party.
blast. Several of them try to get you to go with them to go dance in the square because they find you extremely charming, including a particular couple that, like, both of them are trying to get you to dance with them.
Do they like my vibe? They saw me across the bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I will go dance.
You're gonna go dance with them?
I'm gonna go dance.
Thorn and Senor Fluffington, what are you doing while Vrack is just having the time of their life and being the charmer of the town?
I would like to keep my eyes open for anybody looking non-celebratory.
Okay. And also, since you guys had specifically stated that you were going to watch for approximately an hour to see if anything untoward happened with Vrack, you can take an hour recovery if you still need to do any recovery.
I will, because I need recovery.
Yeah, you guys got
Nice.
hit pretty hard in the last fight.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my
Three.
charm to just
3 healing.
3. Okay.
Nice. Just to keep a vibe check on everybody. See
Okay.
if anyone's like, is everyone the same level of happy? Because that is suspicious.
Thorn, what are you doing?
I want to learn more about Briar Creek, so I am going to see if anyone is like if there's like a historian or librarian.
Ooh.
Okay.
Smart.
Go ahead and give me either a perception or investigation style check. Again, intellect based. As you go searching around after Vrack goes off to dance.
16.
16. Okay. And Senor Fluffington, are you staying with Thorn or are you staying with Vrack?
I'm going to go with a secret third option.
Oh,
I
third
will
option.
stay-
Yeah.
I will stay hidden beneath that booth.
Okay.
Because the logic with Senior Fluffington is that they are aware of where we are.
Mm-hmm.
But if I stay hidden
Mm-hmm.
and they forget about me, maybe the facade will slip.
Okay.
And also, if I stay still, they can see me.
Yeah, that's
Obviously.
true.
Obviously.
That's true.
And you said that was a 16 or a 17?
16.
16. Okay, so it does take wandering through the streets a little bit before you find any type of shop that would have something to that effect. I'm going to get to that in a second. Vrac, as you get to the center town square, it is very obviously like people doing, old school organized type dances with different steps. And there is an entire stage that seems to have a rotating band of 10 different bards that come off and on as they are needed. I would like you to make an intellect save as you enter the dancing square, though.
You mean me, who is weak-willed,
Yeah.
and I'm bad against mental attacks?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, that's a 7.
You are compelled to dance now. It was not outside of the town that you needed to worry. It's
That's
as you get to
fine.
the dance square.
That's fine. These people don't know how to dance, and I'm going to teach them better moves.
Well, part of that compelling is that you find yourself starting to follow their dance steps. And
Oh, no.
I need a series of performance checks from you
Oh,
to see if you are
no.
able to
warm us up.
complete.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
To see if you are able
Guess
to
what I'm
actually,
great at?
yes, able to complete the dance.
We just walked into a musical,
Hell
and
yes.
Vrac knows the dance.
No.
Hell, charming trickster. That's me,
Yeah.
baby.
So
Amazing.
this is because you are in the commoners area, you are not at
Yep.
the castle. These are simpler dances than would be at a court. So the difficulty is currently only at a 3.
Easy peasy. That's a
All right.
12.
And you're trained in performance, I'm guessing?
I actually am not.
At some point, we've
There's
got to get that
nothing in
for
my-
you.
We do. That's a thing I definitely need.
Yeah.
That's not a thing that comes with charming or trickster, apparently.
Yeah. All right. So easily the first several steps as you bow to one side, bow to another side, twirl, and start this extremely like step after step after step type of dance. And you see something around you seeming to glitch as you do so. A dancer that was ahead of you is suddenly a different dancer. You see a couple of performers on the stage that are suddenly different performers.
Do
We'll
I
get
know
back
this?
to you. You are not close enough to see.
Okay.
You are still underneath the table, unfortunately, so you are
I
a
did-
couple streets away.
I didn't realize it was that far. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, you guys would have been rolling to resist answering the music's call.
I can't wait for in a future episode with Thorn is the one that's compelled to dance, and then we have the trifecta of everybody
Oh, yeah.
dance.
Well,
Oh,
we'll,
yes.
we'll see how long it takes you guys to get to the square. Thorn, as you finally find a shop that has what would be the equivalent of a historian in it, with that 16, I would like you to make a secondary perception check entering the shop.
Ooh, that was a 4 that time.
Okay. You're not sure what it is, but something does catch on your clothing and scratches your arm as you pass by, dealing you 1 point of might damage.
I think I took that rest earlier. Ooh, ow.
Yeah. But looking around, it does seem to be kind of empty. Whoever might be working here is probably out celebrating as well, but there does not seem to be anyone in particular in charge or manning the shop.
I'm just going to have a cheeky little look around and
Okay.
find.
All right, give me
See
an
if there's
investigation
information.
check. Give me a search.
16.
16. Very good. You roll either 16 or higher or really low.
I know.
But yeah, so looking around, you find a couple of old tomes, you find some ledgers. You're not sure which ones might be history or which ones might just be business, what might be stories, because it's not a lot of written books in here, but it's probably the closest to a like local historian slash scribe that you're going to get for the town. But you do find a couple that would be potentially of use if you started looking through them.
Yes, I want to, because Briar Creek sounded a little too familiar for me to not know what was going on here.
Okay. So you're gonna start studying the books?
Yes.
Intellect check, please. Just for studying, essentially.
14.
14. It takes you a couple, like, kind of skimming through, like, paging through, finding different chapters, checking through. You do eventually find what seems to be a general history of the local royals. The book seems very, very old. It is not specific about Briar Creek itself, but it does have to do with the Arlington line. And it's got the birth of the king's daughter listed in there. It also has her first birthday as a secondary celebration listed because it was the conception of her younger brother. You've also got listed in here her betrothal and a couple of
Okay.
smeared notes next to that that can't make out what they are.
Suspicious.
Hmm. And this is the current king's daughter in this old
Good
tome.
old King Philip.
King Philip Arlington III.
In this old dusty tome. Am I able to tell that it's like older than the other?
All of the books in
Books.
here are actually very, very old.
Okay. Older than, say, that would be normal of like a bookseller in the fantasy world.
Like collections and ancient tomes and histories might be this old.
Okay. Interesting. Are there any exact dates?
Yes, but in relation to current date, that is difficult to determine because time works very weird in the fairy tale lands.
True. I will take this tome, put it in
Okay.
my bag,
Okay.
and
Please make another perception check.
ooh, 13.
13. Okay. You manage to get it into your bag, and are you taking anything else with you?
What other scrolls or tomes or anything else sticks out to me?
You found among them a ledger, a census, and a general, like, large storybook.
I want to take the storybook as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you get both of them into your bag, and as you turn, your shoulder catches on something again, a little bit lower this time, and again something scratches you. You're not sure what, dealing another single point of might damage.
And I don't see anything.
Nope.
Interesting. And I move to leave the shop and try to find everyone else. I'll probably go back to where Senor Fluffington is because they said they were going to stay there.
Okay. So back at the festival square where Vrak is dancing the time away
Right.
with their
Have I not
little-
spotted anything this entire time, or?
just people dancing, like everyone seems to still be in the best of moods. You can make a perception check, but
Yeah, because I said I was gonna keep an eye to see if I saw anything out of the ordinary.
go
Yeah.
ahead. Give me a perception check.
No.
Just rolled a fucking
Good.
4.
Great.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Everyone is still in an amazing mood. Nothing unusual seems to be happening.
Okay, carry on.
Having a great time.
Yeah, Vrak is off in the square dancing, having the time of their ice elf life with a very flirtatious couple. And you are
Oh, good. I
just-
haven't lost sight of them.
Yeah, you haven't lost sight of them. They are your dance partners. So you
Great.
are dancing and bowing and twirling along with them. You performed very, very well for the first portion of the dance, which brings you a little bit closer to the stage, and you are able to see those slight changes and differences. Go
That's
ahead and
starting
give
to
me another
Clue me in that maybe not all
performance
is well.
check. Yeah,
All right. What am I looking for this time?
another 3.
Okay. Nothing I can put on it. Let's just roll.
Okay.
Let's just roll a 15.
15. Very good. Without issue, you leap and lead and almost seem to be taking the dance unto yourself. It is without effort. You are performing beautifully. Several people clap along with you. You get recognized by the band in some fashion, that they seem to play a little bit more jauntily as you pass by. Like from the corner of your eye, it seemed almost urgent as you did so. But you are dancing, and whereas it seemed kind of like the morning as you began the dance, it seems closer to midday now.
Oh. And I'm still dancing as it wants me to dance. I
Yes.
can't do my own dance.
You have not broken
Right.
out of it, no.
I am going to make an attempt to put some of my own moves on this.
Okay, give me an intellect defense, please.
All right. This thing that I'm bad at, I'm going to put some effort on it this time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. It's not sufficient. 9.
9. It's not quite. Like, you almost seem to start breaking away from the dance, but you're not able to really move your feet in the way that you want to, or your body in the way that you want to. Like, your arms are free, but will occasionally gesture with the rest of the dance party. Your legs are, like, your head can move around, but occasionally when you need to bow, your head will bow. So it's only the specific movements that make you a part of the dance that you are restricted by. Everything else,
Yep.
you're able to move. And
If it wasn't for
talk
that,
and
I'd be
act.
having an exceptionally great time. But I'm like, this dance sucks and I have to do it. That's bad.
Yeah. But go ahead and give me one final performance check for this particular dance.
All right. Still same difficulty?
Mm-hmm.
17.
17. Very, very good. You finish out the dance with like your own flair to the spin. You're able to break away slightly from the pattern, essentially, by shifting it up just a little bit. You get a couple of strange looks from that, but the gentleman that had been a part of the couple that was trying to get you to dance with them winks at you suggestively. Because he at least was impressed. But yeah, so
Elva got some moves.
yeah. So that particular dance comes to a close. Are you going to attempt to step back into dance further, or are you going to try and step away?
It's actually probably the combination of not being quite in control of their body and the flirtatious wink that the guy's giving them that's going to make them try to resist and like step away from the dance and be like,
Okay.
you want to go get a tent?
Okay. Go ahead and give me an intellect defense roll at difficulty 4.
Mhm. Okay, I'm putting an effort on that because 4 would
So-
actually be a 5 for me because I am weak-willed.
Okay.
I'll bring it back down to a 4.
Okay.
Gonna do 12 or better.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 14.
Yeah, so you do manage to step away. You notice that it is midday. Senor Fluffington, it was early morning. The next time you look out after having kind of been distracted by someone passing by, it's also midday as Thorn is walking towards you.
Darn.
Yes, Fluffington. And I get down and I get under the table.
Time, it's not midday.
I look up and I was like,
It's midday.
yeah, it's midday.
Yeah.
It's never been here that long, have we?
No, it's like this is usually when I get taken to potty, but that doesn't happen this quickly after I eat.
Right. Yeah, so that's a little weird. And I found, and I pull out the book. I was like, I found this tome.
Really, you couldn't find anything better? Does it have pictures in it or something?
Does it have pictures in it?
If you go a couple of pages from where you had initially been studying, you do find a depiction of various paintings of the different portions of the royal line. So you do eventually find depictions of King Philip and then his Queen Coraline and their first daughter. Excuse me, his first daughter.
My favorite princess.
Yeah, his first daughter Rosalind and his youngest son, at least in the book that you're looking at, is Aster looks like he's maybe 3 in the depiction.
So I point this out to Fluffington. I said, it mentions the king already has a daughter and a son.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up and ask if this is like the firstborn daughter. Stay right here.
Okay.
So I crawl out from under the table.
Okay.
I flag down someone, and I asked, "Is like, oh, I would like to make a toast to the king's firstborn daughter."
As you flag someone down, they go, "Welcome! Are you here to celebrate the daughter's birth?"
Yes. The daughter. What is her name? We should make a proper toast.
Rosalind, she turns 1 today.
Interesting. Happy birthday, dear Princess Rosalind.
Yes, and we hear that the king has another on the way, and he like nudges you slightly in your shoulder.
Oh, what a king indeed. Yes, good health and well wishes and all of that. And when I guess I will make a toast and then I'll climb back under the table.
Mm-hmm.
How did it go?
That's our headquarters.
Yeah, you get a weird look after, like, promptly the toast, and then, like, the guy watches you crawl under the table. We all celebrate our own way! I'm going to go dance! And then he, like, wanders off.
How did it go? What did they say?
They said they're celebrating the birth of Rosalind. Was the birth or her first birthday?
Initially, it was phrased as her birth, and then seemed to switch to, she turns 1 today. The king has another on the way.
Maybe like we just danced a year away. That's cool.
Yeah. But then I was like, you do remember them saying it was the birth of the daughter when we came here, right?
I don't remember many things.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
But here in this old book I found,
Uh-huh.
it
I'm gonna
mentions that
sniff the book.
It
Like I'm
smells
gonna
old.
like I'm gonna get like in the book, like in the way.
Oh
Actually.
yeah, the way that Ollie does when he's sniffing the carpet. Yeah,
Yeah. Oliver has knocked things out of my hand, trying to sniff it.
yeah, just like full on like
Mhm.
nose contact to paper snorting.
There's probably a
Good.
a small wet spot from
Yeah.
my nose.
Go ahead
In
and
the
give me a
middle of the
perception
book.
check.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh,
to
shit.
see what you
Okay.
noticed from smelling the
Perceive
book.
this
I don't
book.
know.
I switched dice and I just rolled a 2.
Oh no!
It smells like an old book.
But it smells like an old book, right?
I think so. I'm not familiar with books often, a lot. I don't read.
It has like like an old smell. You would say that?
It does
Yes.
kind of smell like a grandma, yes.
Yes, yes. So here it says that the king's daughter was already born. It says having a son conceiving on the daughter's first birthday, and it mentions her betrothal.
Oh, her. What?
She's getting married to someone old
Oh,
enough to. But this is like in
in her
this.
first year? They're marrying off a 1-year-old? That's weird.
Yeah, I fuck monarchies, right? Like we don't fuck with kings in this. But that's not the point. The point is that this has already happened.
Well, yeah, that's why we're celebrating, because it happened.
But it happened long ago because it's old.
What, like yesterday?
I'm talking. Yes, like many yesterdays. Lots
Oh,
of
that's a lot.
yesterdays.
Like, how many yesterdays?
Uh, really long. Yes, you know
So,
how like
The,
I was saying how
if you
do I
compare the dates in the book to like birth versus her first birthday, there is like in the dates an actual year. The celebration of the prince's first birthday is also listed in there, a year later and a couple of days, and then like her betrothal is like 17 years after that.
But they're saying she was way right. They said she was born today, and now they're saying she's a year old.
Uh-huh.
But she was already 17 in this book.
And that's like more than
Yes.
one. Okay.
Yes, that's like it's like imagine you know how like I'm trying to imagine like I'm trying to think of like how to explain this to a dog. I was like you know how like when your owner leaves for the day and it feels like it's a long time? And then imagine that
Correct.
but a lot longer.
Impossible.
Yeah.
No, that's too much.
Yeah. But then it turns out they were only gone like a minute.
How much is that?
That's very short.
Okay. I don't understand.
Okay, well, it will make sense to you eventually. I think we gotta go find Vrak. I think they're in danger.
Okay. If they're in danger, and then as I'm stepping out from under the table, I'm gonna go into my wolf form.
Oh.
And now that you see it closer, one, it's a large wolf. Like this, mechanically, it's a very large wolf. But the azure bits that you saw across the back of the coating is actually small gemstones that are just encrusted into the hair of the wolf, and it almost looks like a coat of rock armor across its back.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And then I am going to try to find Vrak, because I don't think either of us kept track of where Vrak was going.
Nope.
This is like we
gonna-
need to
Brack
find Vrak
went
and we need to...
partying.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check to try, or a perception style check to try and track Vrak down.
Well, I have an acid on that in my wolf form.
Yes, you
Let's go
do.
track Vrack. I love dog math, by the way. That was
Yeah.
great.
7.
7.
I'm gonna I retire the dice tower. I'm just gonna.
You just need to not roll dice tonight. It's just a bad night for dice.
It
I'm gonna
is.
just. I'm straight up retiring the dice tower. I don't. This is. This has brought me nothing but misfortune.
Okay, so you get the general direction that Vrak was headed. Like you remember that at least. With a 7, it's hard to pick Vrak's scent out of the crowd. Vrak is also very cold natured, so that doesn't carry scent very far to begin with. Vrak, where were you heading when you finished your dance, by the way?
I sort of like shook myself off and then looked back into the circle. I got a few steps away, looked back into the circle at the guy who was like flirting with me and been like, "You coming? There's an empty tent over there."
Go ahead and make a social interaction roll to attempt to break him out of it.
Can do. Is it pleasant? Because I'm good at those.
It is, but it is.
Oh, I'm also
still a
skilled
fairly
at influencing other people's minds.
okay. So that helps more than it being a pleasant interaction,
Right.
because you are essentially attempting to overwrite the compelled he has right now.
Right. Lucky number 13.
All right, so you've got skilled at social interactions, which reduces it by 1. You've got the good at influencing people's mind, which reduces it again.
Yeah.
So that takes it down to, what did you roll?
13.
13? It looks like he tries.
Ooh.
He tries to step away and like drag the wife with him, and then the wife pulls him back into a twirl, and they're in a different dance now, and they dance
And he's
away
gone.
into the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah. I go, well, fuck. And then I look around for my friends.
You see like Senior Fluffington in like wolf form like lope between a couple of buildings, not sure where you go, like looking around like a panicked dog, and then turning to go down a different street.
As soon as I see him, I'll like go like, whoa, stop, man. Hey.
So yeah, you would be
Fluffy?
able to, for the most part, hear Vrak at that point and be able to see where they are.
Vrak.
Hey, Fluffy. Hey, man, don't come over here.
I am walking towards Vrak.
Okay.
Magic situation going on. Just stop. Whoa.
Oh, I know. Hold on. I
Don't
stopped.
come any closer.
Okay, I'm not moving.
Okay.
What's going
About
on?
how far away are you saying that you stop?
As soon as they tell me to stop.
Okay, so a full
Like,
street away.
sorry. As soon as they mention that there's a magic.
Magic.
So
situation
yeah, so
going on.
the distance of like the width of a street away. Okay.
You know what? Fluffington is going to say, "Oh wait, I am magic now," and I'm going to whack my face because I'm holding the hag staff, and I'm going to try to magic. Specifically, I want to know what the fuck kind of magic is going on.
Okay.
Is out of character. Senor Fluffington is not doing this
No.
intentionally, but this is what I out of character want to happen.
Okay, so you are wagging the staff by like shaking your head, trying
Yeah, 'cause
to
I'm in
shake
wolf
off the
form.
magic, and you're in wolf form. So
just a
go
wolf carrying
ahead
a big
and
magic
give me a magic training check, essentially.
So I am trained in magic,
Yep.
and I will put a level of effort into this.
Okay.
Ooh.
I have an edge on intellect, but I will. So I only have to spend 2.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So
It
as
was the
Hell
dice
yes.
tower.
it was the dice
Hell
tower.
yes.
So as you like
Unleashed.
you're like feet wide apart in a strong stance, shaking your head and the staff, and like as you're shaking this, you look around trying to observe what the fuck is happening, and for like a brief moment, the illusion over the entire town drops for you specifically, and you see old decrepit buildings overtaken by thorny brambles that seem to be stretching out, reaching from a nearby creek that you had not quite seen, that they seem to be growing out of. And all of the dancers have scratches and wounds all over their body. Some of them seem to have been torn, like entire sections of them, but they are still moving, they are still dancing, and the smiles on their faces have been stretched by the wounds. You can tell that and then it's back to what it was. You can tell that the town is still functioning in some fashion, and that it is actual bodies moving around under the effect of some sort of illusion, and that you could still hear the music even when the illusion dropped. And something about the music is compelling the corpses to animate and dance and move around, and something about that dance causes time to loop for them.
So I officially know that it's the music causing the effect?
The music is causing them to continue to be animated and is causing them to dance.
Right.
Okay.
And then as the dances continue, when a dance finishes, it causes time to loop.
I want to try
20s.
something.
Nat 20s, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you mechanically what it is and then how it translates to the character, because there's a bit of a... If my understanding is that there is a musical happening,
Mm-hmm.
I want to use hedge magic to create loud noises to see if I can block out the sound.
Okay.
In character, I'm going to drop the staff at my paws,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to start wolf howling as loud as I can.
Okay.
Amazing.
So
with a hinge of magic into it, if possible.
hedge magic, does that require you to spend intellect whether you have edge or not?
It does. It is a
Okay.
1 intellect point.
Do you choose to inadvertently activate the staff?
I do now.
Hell yes.
It is the first time that it would potentially activate under your control. So
Fair
that
enough.
is why I'm asking,
Yes.
like, do you want to choose to inadvertently activate the staff?
Out
as
of
a player?
character, I want to use the staff. In character, he doesn't know that that's what he's doing.
Okay. Please make a roll for me.
I will put a level of effort into this
Yep.
again. So, what do you want me to roll?
This is basically a kind of control intellect style interaction. Like you're trying to overwrite something essentially, but you are using intellect to do so. You are using your hedge magic to use the effect to overwrite whatever is going on.
Okay.
Vrak, you can also choose, same thing with Thorn, you guys can choose to attempt to aid once you see
Absolutely.
what Senor Fluffington is doing. But
Absolutely.
It's basically,
The music was fucking with me, and I'm going to fuck with the music now.
Would
Okay.
my
I'm going to
magic
be loud.
Would my magic training apply to this as well, or no?
sure.
Okay, so that means I am rolling with 3 levels of effort into it, essentially.
Oh, 3
'Cause-
eases.
Yeah, sorry. That's a correct terminology for it.
Yeah, 3 eases.
16.
Okay.
I also rolled a 16.
It was the dice tower.
Okay.
Not touching that shit
Wow.
ever again.
You need
Evie,
you need
if
to
you
like
want a dice
bless that
tower,
thing and be like, yeah.
I'll rely on you.
I
You bless
have
it.
I have
don't-
incense and stuff that we can bless it with later, and we'll put it on
Okay.
like the dice altar.
You should put it
Okay.
under the full moon. Werewolf,
Because like as soon as I switch,
your luck
2
turned around.
good rolls.
Weirdly, I
immediately.
also rolled a 16 to aid you, just with
Kick
some
ass.
backup loud.
Yeah. All right. So as you
Can I
see,
flavor how it
yeah,
looks
go
from
ahead.
the outside?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just the way I imagine it's almost like Twilight Princess, Wolf Link
Oh
howling at.
yeah.
So like I put down the staff, I close my eyes, and I just start howling. And as I'm howling, the very ground itself just kind of pebbles start rising around me, kind of like this circular movement, and then the staff itself levitates and just starts swirling around me. I don't know that I am doing this, but this is how I see
Yes.
my magic to happen. Just this
Okay.
primeval, natural, just
Okay.
witchy shit.
Okay. All right, so yeah, Thorn, you are like right there with Senor Fluffington, and like they were kind of shouting at each other from across the street, so that you guys wouldn't have to get too close to the like dancing square, and you can tell that something weird is going on at the dancing square without having to get too terribly close. And then like Senor Fluffington like drops the staff, sits down, and just like goes into a full like wolf howl. And like a second later, Vrak like pulls the guitar, I'm guessing, and starts shredding on
Oh,
it
yeah.
as well to try and interrupt the music. Are you
I would
also
put
doing anything?
a boot up on the like a chair and do that like
Yes.
real guitar shredding to try and
Fuck yeah.
harmonize with the wolf howling.
Okay.
And I will also howl, but like that heavy metal scream.
Okay.
Thor doesn't really have anything that she can use to make sounds, so she'll just start screaming too.
Okay, yeah. Like you just
Yes.
scream along with the howling. So
That's
like
so good.
these three
Yeah.
random strangers to town
Yeah.
are just like screaming in the middle of everything to interrupt the music.
In varying musicalities.
So
This is
with
amazing.
with all of that together, like the
like the
howling
fucking
and like the
bastard.
magic and the music from Vrak starts to permeate and interrupt the music as it is playing. And there's like this stutter stop for the other two of you that don't have your eyes closed, seeing like just a split second of thorny brambles all over the buildings and wounds on the people nearby, and then it's back to the illusion, and then visible again, and then back, and then visible, and then back, over and over, as like it doesn't fully break the illusion on the town, but it does seem to have stalled the music as you guys finish your screaming and howling and playing, to where there's just this moment of everyone holding perfectly still before they drop like marionettes who have had their strings cut.
Ooh.
Oh man, that's kind of morbid.
Do we see the creek that the thorns are coming out of in the seconds when it's dropped?
Yes.
Would we know that that's where the music comes from, or?
The music was coming from the corpses that were playing instruments.
Well, if I know, if I recognize that the danger is in the creek, I would book it towards that way.
Yeah. So as you guys stop because all of the corpses have dropped and are no longer able to continue playing the music doesn't start up again, and it's just this eerily silent town that is in full festival regalia with all of the bodies just limp on the ground.
Oh, hey, we did it.
And you are running towards where you remember seeing the creek, and that is where we're going to take a quick bio break, because we are 2 hours into session right now, and we will be back very shortly. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Bye. we are back. We are live. Conveniently with Gemmed Firefly. I forgot to mention this earlier. I am actually wearing a Gemmed Firefly shirt, and if you like fun, like kitschy game, like themed shirts and like tea mugs and stuff, you can actually get a discount with Gemmed Firefly using our code Disaster15. Maybe it will work.
There it is.
There we go. Took it a second.
Yep, we're good.
Took it a second. But yeah, Disaster15 will get you 15% off of your order at Gemmed Firefly. So it is fun, comfy shirts and like pride flags and like fun tea mugs. I'm considering getting Powered by Tea and Sarcasm as my next mug. Because fitting, you know? But yeah, so go ahead and check it out if you have the interest. Also, please don't forget that we are raising money for medical aid for Palestinians. There is a QR code down there in the corner of the screen. You can also check it out either via the link in chat if you are watching on Twitch or the link in the description if you are watching on YouTube. We do simulcast, so don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, etc., etc., etc. But let's go ahead and drop back into session where the group is apparently running toward where they remember seeing a creek.
I'm gonna keep my.
That's
Cool.
fucked up, right? It's like all the corpses are lying on the ground in front of us.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like jump over a couple of them because they've all just kind
I
of
will
dropped to the ground where they
nudge
were
some
standing.
with my toe first, because those were alive people just dancing a second ago. They don't move.
Do they look like they've been dead for quite a while?
With the illusion up, they just look like they're unconscious bodies.
Oh, so okay, the illusion's still up. Okay.
Yeah. The illusion broke for like a split second at a time during the like breaking of the music, but it is back up and running essentially.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my eyes, nose, and ears open for anything out of the ordinary as
Yeah.
we're trying to move towards the creek.
Yeah, we'll step over the just unconscious bodies is all I see.
Okay.
Step around the dance circle and go after Senior Fluffington.
Okay. So heading towards the creek, you like get around the dance floor and past a couple of buildings, and as you do, like the scenery around you shifts slightly. It's still maybe midday, but instead of running towards where you remember seeing the creek, you are about to run onto a winding path that seems to lead around kind of a rocky hill towards a castle of some kind that was not there before.
I stop as soon as the scenery. As soon as castle in view, I stop.
As soon as the scenery changes.
There it is, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as that happened, I stop. Castle over there.
Yeah, that wasn't there. Oh,
No.
You guys would have to get to the point that Senor Fluffington is, so if you are still
yeah,
paces behind them, you can't see it.
right.
Okay.
So when we come
Oh,
abruptly up to Fluffington. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. That was me. Sorry.
Oh, gosh.
Oh no.
My bad. I did it. That was me.
I'm fine.
So anyway,
We get
there's
our
a
damn
castle
gas
over
mask.
there.
I'm fine.
Did he?
So while
Well,
I take a moment to
He left the
explain
room.
my findings
Of
to
course he did.
Brack.
I'll like be like, yeah, see, that's what I hate about this fucking place. Everything is fucked up, right? Even
Right.
something that looks good. So like, I went and I danced, and I didn't realize until I was actually on the dance floor dancing that was a spell. So I broke out of it. But then it was like noon.
No,
And then
it was midnight. Not noon.
Hmm.
Midday.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the middle of the day.
Uh,
Is that,
go
oh,
ahead.
my bad. I meant to say midday.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me an intellect roll now that you guys are really thinking about it.
17. You really
And
the dice tower too.
7 from Brack, 10 from Brack. What?
10.
10. Okay.
Yeah.
15.
15. All right. So yeah, with that, all of that was above average. You vaguely remember it being afternoon when you were chasing down the little goblin and encountered the hag.
So it's like tomorrow, maybe.
yeah, so even as you like got to the town, the time of day was wrong.
Wait. It was supposed to be food dinner time yesterday when we found the hag. But now it's body time. That doesn't come before. No, that comes before, usually not after. What is happening? I don't understand.
Time's gotten fucky. And how long has that fucking castle been there?
No, I
Well-
just saw it.
Based on this old book, it could have been here for quite a while. And then I show Vrack the book.
He's got pictures.
Okay, so time's fucked, is what we're saying. Like,
Yes.
the 17th-year-old princess was just born and then maybe a year old?
Yes.
Yeah, go
But then
ahead
got married
and
like
yeah,
fun of the next year.
yeah. Go ahead and give me an intellect check to see if you recognize the names in the book, just like Thorn tried.
Ooh, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yo!
You were at the wedding.
You
Yeah, I was there,
remember.
hey.
You remember from that last year. Tales being spun in court, amusement at the folly of neighboring kingdoms, and a prideful king that had shown his beautiful heir and first daughter off to one of the magic users and then promptly betrothed her to a neighboring kingdom. And his entire kingdom was cursed for it.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think I know what's going on here.
Oh?
Yeah, there's like a Sleeping Beauty kind of situation, you know? You like mock the fairy queen and then you get cursed.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the prince had the king had like a daughter who was really pretty and was like, "Hey, I got the prettiest, best daughter, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna marry her to this guy." And then the curse.
Yeah, my
this
my
place
aunts are pretty
hella
good at
cursed.
warning me about stuff like that.
Oh,
Actually.
yeah, me too.
And it's weird that I fucking remember that. Anyway, don't think too hard about how I know that.
How do you know that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Are we
you
going
are-
to castle then? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean
I was about to
interrupt.
say, you're at like one end of the path. Are you going to attempt to leave the town? Are you going to follow the path? Are you going to do something completely different?
Right, so like Fairyland and all this bullshit wants us to go to the castle, obviously, because that's where this path is leading. But if we go in there, we're gonna have to break this fucking curse, and I don't know if you want to deal with that. Can we see if we just can leave? Or if we're like supposed to be guardians and shit, I guess we're supposed to fix this?
I would assume that we are supposed to fix this, yes.
And something awful will probably happen if we try to fucking leave, right?
Most likely. Or perhaps nothing will happen and
Cool.
everything stays the same, and then the thorns start appearing in the real world, and then we could have stopped it, and then we didn't, and the balance is ruined forever. But you know, it also nothing could have happened.
I fucking hate everything about this. I hate the world trying to make me do shit. I hate being forced to do it. I hate knowing that if I try to run away, it'll only be fucking worse. So now I gotta go deal with this shit. I hate this. I hate
No, me
everything.
too. I hate it too. No.
Anyway, just so we're clear, right? This is an awful idea. I hate this,
Good
Yes.
dog.
but we're fucking stuck.
Yes. As usually magical destinies are good. They go. Yes.
Vrak just turns to like the castle and just goes, I hope you know I fucking hate you.
Oh, you do talk to towns.
Yeah, I mean, right? It can't make anything worse.
What did
Why
they
not?
say?
Like, they hate me too.
Um. So we're going to destroy the castle, yes?
I fucking guess.
Okay.
I mean, if the only good that comes out of this is we get to kill a king, fucking A. I always wanted to kill a king. That sounds pretty rad, actually.
Well, let's go investigate.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to
Hell
investigate.
yeah, Regicide.
All right. So over the creek and through the woods to grandmother's house. Wrong fairy tale. You go up the
Unless.
yellow brick wrong one again. You
Unless.
Unless.
so yeah, you
Is the
can
castle green?
No. You can easily follow the path along up towards the castle, and just like the time fuckery and the space fuckery of the town that you were just in, it's not as far of a walk as it had initially seemed. Approaching it, just like with the town, it does look like it is in full like festival regalia. There are banners and flags everywhere, and like beautiful floral decorations and everything for them also participating in whatever festival was going on. The gates are thrown wide open in welcome, so it is easy enough to approach, and like the soldiers that are generally guarding at those gates are aware, but do seem to be like occasionally picking at even plates of food themselves. Are you raising your hand
Oh,
in
sorry, I didn't know you were
or-
looking at. I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, no,
Yeah.
I thought you were raising a hand.
Yeah,
I was raising my hand.
Yeah, so,
I
yeah,
just
go ahead.
didn't know if.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hello. Hi. I was holding my hand for so long, I forgot what I wanted to. Oh, since Tam Fucker is happening, has it been an hour since it turned into my wolf form?
Not that you can tell.
Okay, because I revert into my normal form after an hour.
Yeah, you haven't reverted naturally, at least.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
just
In
space
that
fuckery
case,
is happening now because the castle wasn't there, now it's there.
Yeah.
true. In that case, I will keep my nose, eyes, and ears open for anything.
I'm gonna stop on the bridge and kind of hold my hand up and be like, "Hey, can you give us another howl, like in D sharp?" Yeah, just do what you did before, man. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna go. See if I can blast
I'm,
this illusion away even momentarily because I don't want to walk into thorns.
I guess I'm gonna try to do. I don't. See, Fluffington canonically does not know what he did before, so he's just gonna.
Yeah.
Howl.
Just howl.
So, are you going to howl as a help action, or as a player, are you going to have him do the actual same thing?
I'm gonna do actually the same thing.
Okay.
Mechanically,
Cool. I will then be aiding you.
including the point of effort.
Another 14. I think I rolled 14 last time to aid.
Okay.
Alrighty, so it is an 18.
Ooh.
Very, very good. So yeah, there is like the faintest sound of celebratory music coming from inside of the castle. It doesn't fully break. You're not close enough to the source of the music, but you do have that split second of seeing a castle almost entirely wreathed in brambles. There is like almost a tunnel leading from the gates to the entryway, and it's like it was purposely formed that way, as if someone intended to be able to walk in.
Um, Thorn, Vrak, what are the things?
What things?
What things?
The I don't have hands right now. I'm a wolf. Um, those, and I kind of gesture to the thorns with my paw, like a dog putting its paw on top of a toy. But there's no.
You mean the
Those.
fucking bramble?
Yeah, that. What is it?
The brambles?
Yes. What is it?
It's like a fucked up plant that'll tear you to shreds. That's why I was like, hey, if I try and run away right now, I'll probably get ripped to shreds, right? Yeah, because there's fucking invisible thorns everywhere.
Oh,
I mean, not thorn.
Oh.
That's thorn. These
Like-
are
a lot of.
thorns.
Oh, okay.
That also
That explains-
explains. Yeah.
The wounds on my arm, and then I show him where I had been scratched previously, and I explained that when I went to the historian's shop, that I kept getting snagged on something. So like suddenly everything is making sense in my
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, and
cool.
the vague injuries that you remember seeing on the bodies of the dancers prior to the spell in town being like broken enough to where the bodies all dropped, those did all seem to be like thorns, like thorn punctures and strangulation of some kind.
How do
Right.
you like,
So
do you know how to kill it or like make it stop being alive?
if it's a fucking plant, then like fire or ice would do it.
Do
But our music seems to be helping too. Like
can you
take
do
down
you,
whatever this illusion is.
do you have fire?
Do I look like I have fire?
You did you when you were smoking from your mouth
hang
earlier?
on. I'll bring up my lighter and I'll try that. Try to light my lighter.
Okay. Are you gonna?
I got fire.
Yeah, it's little tiny Zippo lighter.
Hey, if we could find some alcohol. Lighter.
Weren't the
don't think-
guards
I don't think it's time to drink right now.
drinking?
The guards were eating. You did not see them drinking. They might have like
Yeah.
water skins or something, but
Like
even an arrogant king isn't going to serve wine to his guards.
beer doesn't really burn either. Like that swill they were fucking serving back there. That's not gonna cut it. But like, we get some spirits or something. Light this
Oh,
shit up.
I don't like ghosts.
No, like the stinky stuff that makes your nose burn, right? People like to drink it.
People drink it. Sometimes it makes them feel good.
But like ghosts?
Or makes them really stupid.
I didn't think you could drink ghosts.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
he's
dogs
so
are made to-
adorable.
Big on alcohol,
This
huh?
dog is so cute. This dog is so cute. Oh my god.
Sometimes I forget Senior Fluffington is like a
An
dog in
actual
real life.
dog.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Yeah, he doesn't know what alcohol is. He is a chihuahua of a dog,
Yeah.
of a literal child. Like this is baby's first chihuahua. This is
Amazing.
Doesn't
In the
know
second that
anything.
the illusion was down, was the front door open or was it closed?
What you could see through the tunnel, the door seemed to be open. Like the gate was still down, like the bridge into
The drawbridge.
yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a drawbridge because there's not a moat, but the drop gate was still like open essentially, which led into the tunnel of brambles into the castle as far as you could tell. It was dark through that tunnel, so if the doors on the other side of the tunnel are open, you don't know.
I don't know if it's
Okay.
a good idea to go in there.
Oh no, it's absolutely an awful idea.
Oh, we're gonna do it anyway, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's-
I'm gonna do. You know that. That I can't be specific about Oliver because I'm the only one who's seen it. You know that scare like hunch kind of crawl that dogs do when they're scared, but they kind of have to keep going. That's what I'm gonna do to cross the bridge because I wanna. I'm being very careful. I know I have a lot more space than I think I do, but I'm gonna be very careful not to get touched by any of the thorns.
Okay.
I am going to
And I am
play my way
visibly
across the
shaking.
bridge. I am playing like a oh, and I see you shaking actually. I am going to once again start in with that really heavy riff, and it's got that like primal thumping, thudding sort of bass to it, and I'm going to inspire some aggression.
You're gonna
Okay.
turn my dog into a
I'm going
junkie.
to bolster you up to
Yeah.
to be a good fighter.
Okay. Make the
I'm
the
I just have to
wolf
spend
wawa
my
rabbit again.
yep.
Uh,
Spend my ante. You get asset on might attack rolls.
so since I am inspired into aggression,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna book it towards the guards.
As
The-
soon as you book it, I'm like coming after you, still playing. I'm
Okay.
not
I'm like
letting up.
following
playing.
closely behind, not being able to contribute in any way whatsoever.
So
I'm
do
sure you have the bow out though.
do you have? I was
Or-
about to say, do you have a weapon out as you
I do
approach
have a-
past guards?
Yes. Yes.
As you approach past guards.
It's not. It's. I do have the. It's not the quiver, but it's the actual bow. But it's not. I don't have like arrows in it or anything.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm running at the guard.
Yeah. I would like you to make a speed task to attempt to dodge as
Me?
they attempt to
Okay.
jump on you, because they weren't like super aggressive about a wolf approaching. They did watch a little bit more suspiciously than the townsfolk did, but with you
No, of course.
going from to loud music and bolting forward, they are
Yeah.
going to try and jump on you.
I just imagine that I'm running at them with like Flight of the Valkyries in heavy metal behind
Essentially.
as the soundtrack. So, speed defense test.
Yes, please.
That is a 10.
10. You dodge the first one and directly into the second one as the full body of the guard lands on you, trying to bear hug you from behind to stop you from your run.
Can I take him on rodeo?
Give me a might check.
You get an asset on it for free, so make sure you use it.
15.
15 with that asset.
An asset to bring
Yeah.
it down by one.
Yeah, then easily, yeah, like initially it's you almost collapse and then you just kind of muscle your way up and start running.
I'm gonna try to
again.
tackle the other guard with the one on my back.
Okay.
I'm
are-
aggressive. Rawr!
You are hindered by the fact that you are currently being like bear hugged by one.
yeah.
So
course.
go ahead and give me another attack, essentially. This one at a 5 instead of a 4.
Oh, that is an 8. That's
Okay, the 8, like, you don't make it to him as, like, the body of the guard that's trying to slow you down and, like, holding on to you and is, like, trying to, like, wrestle your head back so that you can't see where you're going. Like, you stumble and then the other guard comes around and is, like, starting to draw his sword because there is a full-ass wolf running at
I
him
look like
with his like gate guard
Yeah.
partner holding on for dear
This is
life.
This is also like I picture. It says large wolf, so I picture this is more like near the dire wolf size than a regular wolf size, right?
Yeah, like you
So,
were
like,
kind
I
of
am-
small to begin with, though. So
That's
like,
true. I did mention I was a small.
You're a
Oh,
large
I'm a regular.
wolf.
I am a.
You're just a
small
regular
dire
wolf now.
Wolf.
Regular wolf.
yeah, no. So like, you are
Okay, that's fine.
you're bulkier than like a classic wolf would be. You can tell
Yeah.
that by looking at it that it is not a classic gray wolf.
I'm also covered in rocks and gems.
Yeah. So you're like bulkier and scarier looking, but it's not like you are 8 to 9 feet long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will continue. Now that he's trying to hold me down,
Yeah.
now I'm going into actual aggression mode.
Okay. Are you?
I'm fighting these guards now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
should we roll
we-
initiative? Because I
Yeah,
have a
so
great bad
go
idea.
ahead and roll initiative. We'll get a couple of rounds in, see if that takes care of it.
18,
And then,
14.
Yeah. Okay, 18, 14.
11.
Something to write on. I did not anticipate you guys trying to
Barreling
full-on
into
body the
combat.
fucking guards. Okay, so who rolled the
sorry.
18?
That's me.
Okay, Fluffington.
I had a plan for getting the cards. No, this is better. This is and worse at the same
And
time.
then 14 from
You inspired
Vrek.
aggression. I don't know why I am a simple-minded dog.
And what was that from Thorn?
11.
All right. So the guards go between Vrek and Thorn.
Hell yeah.
I apologize in advance.
Luckily,
So,
with the Cypher
I'm already
system, it is
apologizing.
easy enough to throw together a basic stat for the guards. So, Senor Fluffington, you are going first. You are currently being, like, bear hugged by one, and the other one is drawing his sword.
I actually will spend my action activate out of character. I activate it in character. I don't know that I'm doing it. I'm activating resonance field,
Okay.
Ooh.
and all the gems, all the rocks on my fur start to glow a slight cyan tone.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have any effect right now, but it essentially makes me hurt them if they hurt me.
Or maybe hurt them if they try to hurt you.
Maybe hurt them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's right.
It's not like rebuke, it's a different thing. But yeah.
Well, if I roll 19 or 20,
Yeah.
or sorry, 18 or higher.
I thought it was 19 or 20 because it's minor or major effect.
You're correct. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was
but-
getting confused by a different.
But yeah, so that is on
flavor.
your defense task, essentially.
Yeah.
So the way that Hellish Rebuke and Dungeons and Dragons works is that they actually have to land the hit on you. In this, it's if you, like, avoid the hit particularly well.
Yeah.
But yes, so...
I just said it wrong.
Yeah, so we've got resonance field going on you. Vrak, these two guards are trying to, like, wrestle and control the wolf that you have set on them. What are you doing?
I'm sorry in advance. Rag, still playing, is going to run up to the one that's on a Senor Fluffington, try and kick him in the head and scream, "Fuck the police!"
You know what? Normally you would be beyond that 10 feet and I would make you roll, but simply for the hilarity of it, I'm gonna let you not have to roll to be able to reach them and also make the attack. So give me an attack roll.
With my 8 might.
This is so good. God, please be.
Now it is eased by 1 because you are using a light weapon. So like punching, kicking,
That's
etc.
my
are considered
point.
light weapons. So light
What
weapons
did
are
you
always
roll
eased by
for?
1.
I rolled a 16.
Didn't even need it. So yeah, you managed to,
Fuck
with your
yes.
heavy ass, chunky platform spiked boots.
This is not the first time Rag has kicked a cop in the head.
I
kick
just
the guard
imagine one of
in
those
the head
animated
going, "Fuck the
flying kicks,
police!"
just shredding on the fucking guitar, fly
It's like a
kick the
Scott
guard in the
Pilgrim, like-
face. This is so good.
Yeah. Yeah, so full on ACAB,
Holy shit.
like donkey kick the fucking police as you're like the guard as you are like shredding on the guitar, dealing.
I do like no damage.
Well, no, you
I do moral damage.
it's a light weapon. You deal 2 points of
I
damage.
guess that's
to him.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad actually.
1, 2. He's got 2 points of damage on this guy.
Oh god.
But yeah, so like,
Holy shit,
Senor
that's
Fluffington,
so
you
funny.
would be able to very easily hear and notice Vrak doing this as they're trying and failing to corral your movements.
I think the free action response from me is yeah, but like in the most gremlin way possible, not even trying to be the cool wolf, and just like yes,
Yeah, ha, yeah, but yeah.
Oh,
So,
good gremlin. We need gremlin energy. Just lean into
yeah.
it.
So the guard that was pulling the sword was going to try and hit Senor Fluffington because Senor Fluffington was trying to tackle him while the other guard was still holding on to them. But with you coming up, like literally running up and then just like stomping the guard that is on Senor Fluffington, he's gonna turn to you, Vrak. So please make a defense roll.
Oh boy.
DC 4, so...
Oh, that is another 16.
16. All right, so you easily just step out of the way of like
Fucking
the
elves,
attempted
man.
swipe of like this guy's sword as he's just literally like ah! Like they are both freaking the fuck out because a wolf was like about to come visit their king on the princess's like whatever is going on today, and then is suddenly charging at them, and like we've got an ice elf that's trying to like just full on waffle stomp both of them as they're attacking. It is just the most
Chaos.
horrendous day for these poor guards.
how did we get here?
I don't know. The one that is on you, Senor Fluffington, that literally just got his shit rocked by a platform spiked boot, is going to attempt to, like, try and, like, wrestle you further, Senor Fluffington, because he's already got his arms wrapped around you. So go ahead and make a defense roll. I believe that your resonance field... Yeah.
Yeah, I can now make him with intelligence instead.
Nice.
8.
8. So he does deal 2 damage to you in like an attempted squeeze / choke.
And this is to my might
Yes.
or to my intelligence? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you make the defense with unless it is something that specifically attacks your intellect or specifically attacks your speed. It goes to might first.
Okay, doke.
All right. Thorn, you just saw all of this shit, and you are still standing on the like entryway bridge / fallen door. What do you choose to do?
I want to spend a level of effort, and I want to use my fleet of foot to try to catch up.
Okay.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It says if you apply level effort to this ability, you can move a long distance and make an attack as your entire action for a turn, but the attack is hindered. So
Okay. Because I let Vrak get closer without having to roll, I would let you get within like a short distance of them very easily, or even closer. Like if you wanted to get approximately 10 feet away, you can. You're using a bow, so I don't know why you would need to. But if you want to get closer without having to roll for it, because I let Vrak do it for this first round, I'll let you do it as well.
Okay. Yeah. I won't spend my effort to do that. I'll just take the short distance.
It's the space fuckery that's happening. Yeah. We thought we were really far away, but we're actually closer.
Yeah. Essentially.
Guards on the bridge are closer than they appear.
I want to make an attack roll, but I just rolled a 3, so it misses.
Okay. So whichever one of them you were shooting at, like the arrow
which is
just kind
probably-
of goes wide.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was trying to pin down the one that was attacking Senor Fluffington, but it just...
Okay, so that does bring us back around to Senor Fluffington. You've got one that is still hanging onto your back, one that's drawn their sword and was about to attack you and then turned and attacked Vrak instead because Vrak just at the one that's on you. What you doing?
You know that thing that dogs do where they kind of like try to get on their backs to kind of get at whatever's above them?
Yeah,
on top of
alligator
them?
roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna alligator roll and try to bite this guy on top of me.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
And you have an asset for free. Use it.
Did you just roll a natural one?
No, I rolled a 3.
Even with that asset, and the fact that you are using light weapons, because mouth claws, those are light, that does bring it down.
Yes, right. I do 4 melee damage, but my weapons are still considered
Yeah,
light.
it was phrased very specifically that way.
Yeah.
But
I was
yeah,
just
so
making sure.
yeah, so the light weapons brings it down from a 4 to a 3. The asset brings it down from a 3 to a 2. So you would have to
Actually,
roll a
can I spend my experience point to reroll?
if you want to, yeah.
I'll do it. I'm aggression.
Yeah. You
10.
are aggression. 10 hits.
Ooh.
10 hits, yeah.
I feel like
Cool.
as I kind of turn around, I kind of scrape him off of me as I like do the alligator turn, and now I'm on top of him, and I bite into his chest, like just chomp down on the armor,
Okay.
and just sink my 4 damage teeth into his chest.
All right. So yeah, we've got 4 on that. And you don't taste blood.
Right, yeah, 'cause
There's
this is
there's
a
no there's no bleeding, there's no like gush of anything. You are actually biting a corpse, so it tastes like rancid meat.
That's also why, out of character, I am okay with just randomly attacking this guy because I knew it was a corpse.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's not actually killing a
are
random
already
guy
dead.
doing
Yeah,
his
they are
job.
already dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looks incredibly confused as all of this is happening still. But yeah, you like bite into him, and he like screams, which like causes the guard that's like still standing to like be distracted for a moment. Vrak, what are you doing while like all of this is happening right next to you?
I know mechanically what I want to do. Let me just. So Vrak is just like went like fuck the police, and then it's just continuing on running.
Into the like
Yeah.
Okay. So you're taking your action to move 50 feet approximately, which is a short distance, into where the tunnel is that you saw towards the castle.
And then I'm gonna like skid to a halt once I'm far enough away and just try and blast sound down that way. So they can see what they're fighting, hopefully.
Okay. Bringing us around to the guards. The one that is underneath you, Senor Fluffington, will like be with one hand trying to like draw a weapon that he can't quite get to because you're on top of him, and with the other just like be trying to beat you off with his bare hands.
You're gonna do what now?
I did not. No.
Whoa!
No. Trying to get
I
you.
was done drinking.
That is not the kind of campaign we're playing
No.
here. What?
No. You guys are perverts.
I'm gonna clip that.
Trying to smack you and punch you until you get off of him.
I don't need to keep playing this character anymore. That right there, that's why I play.
You absolute
thanks, everybody.
motherfuckers. You absolute motherfuckers. What the
Oh
fuck?
man, that's the first time since we started playing together that you had that type of slip. I'm so happy right now. Holy shit. Oh wow.
All of you are perverts. Okay. So please make a defense roll.
Okay. A 5.
Doesn't make it. So you get punched in the face a couple of times, taking 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't forget to account for your armor for both of
Honestly,
them. Yeah, for both of those attacks that you took. Don't forget
oh
to
yeah, that's
account
right.
for your
I need
armor.
to add it. I am back to 6.
Yeah. The other
Honestly, I understand why I'm rolling so low. They are that it's hard to stay focused when they're beating you off.
the other guard is going to turn and try to chase after Brack,
Okay.
because that is their job. So that it will take their movement to get to you, Brack. Thorn, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm just going to. Which one should I target? I'm gonna target the one chasing after Vrack.
Okay.
That was A5, so I miss again.
Yep. So that brings us back to Senor Fluffington. We'll also have this be the last round because we are already an hour over what we normally run.
Oh, that's a good point.
Senor Fluffington, you have a guard beneath you.
Yeah, I know where he's going.
Struggling and striking out at you.
He is.
Trying to beat you off. There you go. I'm owning it.
I'm just putting that in the chat. I'm just gonna post this.
Altered Echoes After Dark.
Apparently.
Woo!
What the fuck? Jeez.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Here's our clips.
Oh, talk about
section.
monster fucker. Oh man.
Mwah.
Since
We love
I
you,
already,
Abby. That was
since
great.
I already have like bitten into him, can I just like grab hold and just ragdoll him?
Okay. Go ahead and give me another attack roll.
10 plus an asset.
Yeah, easily. So you start like trying to like just ragdoll, shake him back and forth the way that dogs do.
Yep.
I avoided it there, but dealing another 4 points of damage, I believe.
Yep.
The body does begin to go limp as you start shaking him around.
Good. He's dead.
Vrack, you have a guard charging towards you, looking extremely panicked. Go ahead and make a perception check as he comes up after you.
15.
15. The look in his eyes is both panicked and relieved as he's like coming after you with the sword. Go ahead and make a defense roll.
That's weird. I want to run.
You're gonna run?
away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You
I'm
can
just
run
getting
on
the
your
fuck out
turn.
of here.
You can run
Yep.
on your turn.
Oh, nat 20. That is a lot
wait.
of nat 20s this game.
Oh wait. You go before the guards. So
I do.
It would have been your turn first.
Right.
So
can I keep that nat 20?
You can keep that nat 20 for the next action that you want to do.
Cool. I was going to try and like do that big strum and metal scream again to try and see what is actually going on up here.
Okay.
So I'm going to send out like a sonic pulse of break illusion.
Okay. So yeah, all around you, you see this dense, dark tunnel of thorny overgrowth, and behind you, towards the castle that you had been running toward, there is the briefest moment of a break in even the music that's happening within it, and a strange glow that you can almost see. You see the wounds all over the guard that have like slashes and like damage to the armor even that they're wearing, so that the armor probably isn't giving the full effect, which is probably why it was so easy to damage them previously. It is dense and almost humid inside of the tunnel of the brambles and thorns, but it is eerie past the music that you are trying to interrupt.
Right.
And
And you
then,
said that there was like a flickering section over that way,
yeah,
like the heart that this is coming from.
yeah. And with that nat 20, I'll let you basically not have to roll to continue moving if you want to
Yeah.
also move beyond 10 feet.
And I'll run and be like, I found it, follow me, as I'm like still playing and frantically running up the hallway.
Okay. Um, the guard continues chasing you. Can't quite catch up because has to use their full movement to be able to get to you. Bringing us to Thorn. The one under Senor Fluffington does seem to have gone limp. There is one that is continuing to chase after Vrak, but Vrak at least seems to be doing okay and is shouting about, "Follow me!" So,
All
you
right,
gonna
so
shoot
I'm
again?
going to follow. Yeah, at this time I'm actually going to use my fleet of foot again
Okay.
and make that
Okay, cool.
try to catch up.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me your attack roll.
That is an 11.
11, do you have it eased at all from anything?
No, but I do have speed defensive is kind of the only thing I have there.
Speed defense is for when you are defending against an attack on you as opposed
Yeah.
to making an attack yourself. So
Yeah.
it just narrowly misses because you missed it by one, essentially. They are difficulty 4.
I can ease it by I have effort to spend.
If you want to apply effort onto it,
Yeah,
you can.
let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you apply effort and like an arrow like just plows right into this guy's the back of his shoulder as he's running, and there's like a stagger step as the impact hits. How much damage do you deal? 4? Is it a
4.
medium? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So he takes 4 as Vrak continues running forward. Senor Fluffington, on your turn, I'm assuming that you are getting up and chasing after them. All right, so we will.
I will keep the corpse in my
Yeah.
hand though, in my mouth though.
What
Yeah.
about your
So-
staff?
I will like
You might
all the
need that.
corpse with my staff.
Okay. So with that, next time we will come back to you guys running towards / into the castle with a guard between Vrak and you guys, one arrow sticking out of their back, and figure out what's going on from there. But great job, you guys. Sorry that we went over for so long this time, but we will catch up with that next time. I'm Evie, the Disaster GM. Pronouns are she, they, or any. Director of Alter Deco Archives and GM for this fine disastrous group. We are raising funds for medical aid for Palestinians. If you want to check out that little QR code in the corner, or follow the link either in chat if you are on Twitch, or in description if you are on YouTube. We do simulcast to both Twitch and YouTube every other Friday for Once Upon a Reflection, a Cypher system-based fairy tale TTRPG. I will go ahead and let the various players go around and talk about the things that they want to promo. I know that we've got at least one amazing thing from Alina, so I'm going to let them go first.
Pew, 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 pew. Hey, everybody. I have been Alina Pleat, playing Vrak. We are both they, them. ATAB, y'all. Also, if you want to continue on with these punk antics, I recommend that you pick up the new Shadowrun book that I'm in. I did a story in the anthology Myth, Machines, and Mayhem. It's a Shadowrun anthology with a variety of awesome artists, including Mike Stackpole, who I'm a huge fan of, so I can't wait to hear his story. It is just some random adventures in the Shadowrun world that are all very chaotic. So if you like tonight's episode, you'll like these stories. They let me play around in the Nan, which is the area of the world that is controlled by First Nations people. I had a lot of fun. Check it out. There's links on my Blue Sky at Alina Pete. bluesky.social. That's the best place to find me these days. I'm really not on a lot of other socials.
And I
Yeah,
am
that's me.
also trying to find wherever you put the link to it in Discord.
Yeah, here, I
so
can
that
drop that
it
in there.
into chat.
The
Yeah,
rest of y'all talk.
Okay,
I've
cool.
got it on my thing here.
Amanda.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Johnson. Use she, her pronouns. I am a tabletop RPG goblin who likes to play around with different systems. I appear on different streams, and yeah, sometimes I do some behind the scenes stuff like some editing, some video editing. Like I've even done some Twitch producing. I'm actually going to be moving in about a month or so. So I do have in my link tree a coffee. So if you would like to help me with some moving costs, that would be fantastic.
Very cool.
But yeah, and then yeah, I have some projects coming up soon that will probably be on not sure which channel it's going to be on, but it is going to be a very big project, and I'm super excited to be a part of it. So please keep a lookout on my Twitter and Blue Sky for more information about that coming up.
Hell
Very
yeah.
cool. Yeah, follow links in chat/description to check out the various players, like link trees, cards, etc. To be able to like follow them and all the fun shit that they're doing. Because I'm excited for that too. Joel, last but not least.
Hi, I am the person whose character got beat off. I am very excited to be here. I was gonna make a really poignant moment about how happy I am to be at this table, but I feel like that moment really just kind of was a really good like climax to that. So
Usually that's what happens. Sorry.
yeah, I'm just really
sorry.
I'm just really happy that I came, and be here.
I mean, the
Now for
anticipation was
serious.
really killing me.
Now seriously. I am a staff here at AEA. Very happy to be here. Obviously, you can catch me every other Friday here on Once Upon a Reflection, and every other Sunday on Empyrean Rising, which is very, very, very close to its end, and I am so excited to be there as well. Outside of Empyrean and AEA, I'm a writer. You can find my writings on well, some of them, probably just the one, on my AO3, where you can just read them for free. They're always going to be for free. I I have a weird hate relationship with capitalism, but you can read them there. I also have the plans to start streaming this week. I'm gonna get back into it. Um, there's gonna be obviously the cozy gaming stream. I want to do a run through of like Road 96, which is one of my favorite games. Do a lot of like fun story driven games, but also kind of just enjoy the gaming side of things because I am now in a place where I can stream without being afraid that my power is going to be cut off every hour. But I'm also going to be doing writing streams where I write my novel and my stories and my projects, kind of like a co-working stream, I guess. And then I'll also probably do what I used to do back when I started streaming, which was just kind of sit down for a couple of hours and just read. Because I used to essentially do like a radio station with my stories, and I would just sit down and just kind of read through and just between
That's
chapters.
such a cool idea.
Yeah, I love that.
So I'm bringing that back. I don't know when this week is going to start, because I need to kind of get some stuff like with overlays and stuff like that ready. But I'm really, really happy and ready to start that side of the journey with. If you would like to support me in the things that I do, I have a coffee. I also have a throne. And obviously, now that I'm going to be streaming again, I am more confident in being able to be like, hey, you can subscribe to my Twitch stream. But if you're going to do that, I would also, you should just subscribe to Altered Echo Archives. So you keep making really cool, sick ass stories on here. Because honestly, if I have, I'll probably subscribe myself anyway, because I love what we do here. There's also a couple of other things that I can't really talk about right now, but there's shit brewing in my brain, man. I'm so excited. And that's me.
Yeah, and when in doubt, go ahead and join our Discord where we make announcements about the various things that we are doing and where you can find it and if something's going live. So yeah, links should be in chat if you're watching on Twitch. Check out our card for various links and like connections through to different players and to different games, etc. Also, as the holiday seasons start getting closer and closer, keep an eye out for potential new games or one shots that we might be running for that period. As Joel mentioned, we are getting very close to the conclusion of Empyrean Rising as the arc that it is currently in. So that may leave a little bit of room in the schedule for some other, like, some little seasonal things to keep an eye out for. But until next time, I'm Evie the Detached GM. You can find me mostly on here on Alter Deco Archives and in the Discord, where just ping me if you've got a question. But we will catch you next time. Thank you so much. It is late. We are going to end it here and see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.